You're listening to LOA Recon with the Good Vibe coach Jeanette Ma, where we dissect the ins and outs and the art and science of conscious creation, all intended to amp up your manifesting game. Let's have some fun together. Hello, and thanks for tuning in for another episode. I am recording this one today because of a review that Maddie left me on iTunes. She writes, I have been a fan of Jeanette's for years, but something about listening to her on a podcast hits on a whole new level. She's so down to earth, but her enthusiasm about LOA and deliberate creation is contagious and gets me so excited about practicing what she preaches. I love hearing her stories of both successes and failures. Yes, I have both, don't I, Maddie? I know she puts new episodes out when she's inspired, but I love when I see a couple new ones and especially love the long ones. She frequently apologizes for long ones, but I don't know who wouldn't want a long episode from her. That's really sweet. She makes you feel like you're chatting with a girlfriend and leaves you feeling empowered and ready to get back on track. I love her podcast so much. Maddie, I loved that review so much, I sat down to record a new one just for you. So thanks for listening. Thanks for that review. And yeah, I've got a couple things on my mind about, I've talked about this before, but it's still on my mind, so I'm talking about it again. And I'm talking about how it takes practice to say yes to what we want. It seems obvious that we'd be able to receive what we want when it shows up, but sometimes it's more challenging than you would think. And I have got some examples lately of that. There was one recently. This is a little example when, I ran out of shampoo. I'm at my local store. They don't carry it, but I need shampoo, so I got to pick an alternative. And I'm standing there picking one out, and I find myself with the thought that I'm not going to like this replacement shampoo. Like, I better get down to the city to get my favorite shampoo as soon as possible because these aren't going to be any good. You know what? Look, I'm a conscious creator. I know better than that. I know how to have a good shampoo, right? So instead of letting that thought rule the day, I just intended instead that I would be delightfully surprised at how amazing this shampoo was and how much I liked my hair as I used this new shampoo. So I set that intention, and guess what? Sure enough, this shampoo is amazing. Oh my gosh, my hair is glorious on this shampoo. I can hardly even believe it. Ooh, there's my tip off, isn't it? I can hardly even believe it. So I don't know, I must have been on my third or fourth wash. And when I say I'm loving this shampoo, I'm talking I love this shampoo so much that sometimes when I don't have anything else going on, I'm like, what sounds good next? The thought would come up, go wash your hair. Because that's how much I love this shampoo. My hair is glorious with this stuff. So I'm loving it. And then about third or fourth time I'm using it, I caught myself with a gremlin thought that went something like, yeah, but it's probably not good for you. And I thought, wait, that's right. You know how we're supposed to be paying attention to some things when we buy shampoos? Like it's not supposed to have sulfates or, I don't know, Paris something. I don't even know what those things are or why we shouldn't want them. But my gremlin sure knew. It was telling me things like, it's probably going to poison your scalp or ruin your hair color or maybe cause hair loss. I mean, it can't be. This is too good to be true. Even in my shampoo, even with fabulous hair, I hit an upper limit. I did not know how to let it be that amazing. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And shampoo is a little example, but this happens for us in big ways as well, where we don't have enough practice in letting life be this good to us. I got another example. I'm involved in it. It's where I was dating the most fabulous guy. Oh my gosh, head over heels for this guy. Really, really, really liked him. And he had had 2 marriages where he had experienced women who didn't appreciate hands-on attention from him. Like they just didn't really want to be touched all that much. And so he basically had been trained to keep his hands to himself despite the fact that touch is his love language. So here he is in 2 marriages, not having it how he likes it. And I thought, is he going to like me? I'm like straight from his vortex. This guy who spent so much time with these women who didn't appreciate hands-on attention. And hello, I do. I am a fan of touching, especially being touched by him. So I was like, ta-da! This is going to be a dream come true for both of us. Because I appreciate physical touch, I'm thinking we're both going to love this. And I even speak to it with him because, I just spoke to it. And even after I told him even after I told him that I not only like to be touched, I would prefer to be. Put your hands on me, I told him. He still didn't do it because, well, I guess, he said old habits die hard. He was like, oh, he's just so highly trained that women don't like to be touched, that he was not programmed. He was programmed for hands off, not hands on. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, here is exactly what he wanted. A woman who wants to be touched, and he isn't doing it. He's not doing it. Even when I tell him, do it. You know what? This is why the Ultimate Receiving Challenge exists. It's a free online challenge. I've mentioned it before. You can find it at goodvibereceiving.com if you haven't already joined it. I've got 7 videos. It's a daily practice of how to let life be good to you, because sometimes we don't know how to say yes to what we want, even when it's right in front of us saying, kiss me, please. So, look, I know this stuff inside and out, and I still get challenged, not just with shampoo and hair, but sometimes in other ways. So the other day, I met someone who looked like he'd stepped straight out of my vortex. Oh my word! Oh my word! Could I rave about him? And here's what I thought. So as I'm getting a load of him, I was like, oh my gosh, everything was like, look, you know how sometimes we use the phrase, even better than I'd ever dreamed up? It's because we even forgot what we dreamed up. We forgot what we wanted. And so when universe delivers it, it just seems like, whoa, that was even better than I ever knew that I wanted. This guy seemed like that for me. So once I'm like, wow, you know what my thought was after that? Too good to be true. I started to wonder what was wrong with him. Because surely there must be something. Someone like this wouldn't still be available. Someone like this wouldn't be interested in me. And yet there he was, interested in me. Look, luckily I'm onto myself, and I recognize those thoughts, those too good to be true words. Oh, that's a tip-off that we've got allowing limits in place. And I reminded myself that I know how to have what I want. I know how to let it be that good. I know how to say yes to the good life. Guess why? Because I've been practicing. How do you like that? I practice it every day. Not just in our receiving challenge. We have an advanced receiving skills course happening at Good Vibe University. And I'm doing the practices. I'm practicing it every day, in sometimes the small ways and sometimes the big ways. And I don't get mad even when it does seem like I ruined a good thing, because universe keeps giving us another chance to get it right. Our dreams are never going to give up on us. So getting some practice in learning how to say yes to what we want, I am a fan of that, because believe it or not, there are times when your dream is going to look like it's coming, and you might put the brakes on it because you either don't know how to believe in it, or you don't feel worthy of it, or you just aren't used to that level of enjoyment or satisfaction or success. So that's why it's worth practicing. If you haven't checked out the Receiving Challenge, go to goodvibereceiving.com. I'll send you the videos. They're just short videos, but it's a powerful practice. All right, thanks for listening, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this.